Legend Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Today I'd like to go over 4 of the paper packs from the current sale through the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. They have the buy 3 get 1 free there's 9 or actually 10 paper packs that are in this sale that's going on right now. So I want to share 4 of those with you. Then I'm going to show you some cards that I've already made using these paper packs. And then I'm going to make 1 card here online for you using one of the paper packs. So we've got a lot of stuff to do today, and I wanted to share with you also, if you see anything on here that you want to purchase, any of the paper packs or whatever, I have the link below as to where you can go and purchase these items, or you can contact me and I'd be more than happy to help you with that. Or if you have your own demonstrator, please contact your demonstrator. I'm sure they'd be more than happy to help you. So let's get started. We got lots to go over. So we're going to start first with our designer series paper packs. And the first one I have is the Wood Textures paper pack. It is 6 by 6. Each of these are 6 by 6. There's 4 sheets per design, and they're all double-sided. Here's the first one, and then this is the other side. And then there's this one, and here's the other side to that one. And this one, and the other side to that one. And here's this one, and the other side of that one. This one. And the other side to that one. And this looks like chipped paint here. Here's that side, and here's this one. And this one. And there's 4 of these. Oops. There's those 4. And then this one. And here's 4. And then here's this one. And our last one. This one. This paper pack is really great. You can use it with the wood crate framelits die to make the little crates and stuff, make it look like a real wooden crate. Great for masculine style cards. This is awesome. I like this paper. Then we are going to, let me put that right there. Then we're going to be going over to the Animal Expedition Designer Series paper. And these are all 12 by 12 sheets, and there's 2 sheets per design. And I'm going to warn you ahead of time, some of these are only 1 sheet right now because I've already used the other sheet. So I just wanted to let you know ahead of time. So if you just see one of the design in here, it doesn't mean that there's just one. It's each design has 2 sheets, like this one, and then it has the animal print on the other side. So here's its 2 sheets. Then there's this print, which is actually the same as this one, only in smaller. So if you wanted to cut out the larger animals out of this one, and then you have this one to use as your background or whatever. So there's this one. And then this is the backside to that one. And then, as I said, I've already used the other one of this. So, and then there's this one with the little frogs. They're all sitting on a little branch, some one and some two. And then this is the backside of that one. And then this one has little birdies, different kinds of little birds. And then this is the backside of that one. And then here's this one with little hippos and butterflies. And the backside of that one. And little alligators. And the backside of that one. Okay, so there's that paper pack. And that was the Animal Expedition. And that's on page 190. Oh, and the wood grain one was on page 191. Okay. So then the next one that we're going to be looking at is the Twinkle Twinkle Designer Series paper. And that is also 12 by 12. And there's 2 sheets per design in this pack as well. And once again, if there's a sheet missing, such as this one, that means I've already used the other one of this. But the front has like little stars and little dots, polka dots. Now on the back side, it's like the little stars in the sky is making little designs. And it's kind of like a peachy pink kind of a color background. There's that one. And then this looks totally like the night sky. This is so pretty. Like a really dark blue and stars. And then this is the other side. And then the stripes. A little peachy kind of a color. And the green with the stars. And this side. And this is kind of a gray with, it looks like little stitches that goes all the way through, a little stitching design. So that's really pretty. And then this one with the polka dots. And then the stars in the skies again. And then here's like a denim with the little stitches in it as well. And then here's kind of a teal blue. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's the back side of it. Teal blue with the stars on it. So this was the front. This is the back. Okay. So there's that paper pack. And that is the Twinkle Twinkle DSP. And that's in the sale as well. And now we're going to do Under the Mistletoe. And this is 12 by 12. Once again, 2 sheets per design. And then there's the green on that one. And here's the plaid. And then the red poinsettias on this side. And there's this one. And the red on this side. Green plaid. And this is on the other side. Oops. Let's see if we can get these apart. There we go. And then here's the red and green little splatter polka dots. And then on this side is the pines and holly, and here's the red plaid, and then the little deer on the other side. Okay, so that was Under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper pack. So those were the 4 paper packs that I have currently. And as I said, each of the paper packs can be found in the 2018-2019 annual catalog. And there's 10 paper packs altogether that are included in this sale. And they start on page 189 to 191 of the annual catalog. Okay, now I wanted to share with you some cards that I've made using those paper packs. So you can kind of get an idea, you know, what they look like on a card. And so here's the first one. And then this is using the, under the Mistletoe Designer Series paper. This is that deer paper right here. And then I used the Old Olive as the base. And then I made it a shaker card. So fun. And this stamp set was from one of the stamp sets from last year's catalog. It's not in this year's, I'm sorry. But here it is. And then I used a white base for the cardstock, Whisper White cardstock base. And then here's this one that I made. And then this is using that red poinsettia. And then the opposite side that had the plaid on it. So there's a little plaid strip here, and then the poinsettia. I used the Old Olive for the circle, little doily, and then the Marion Bright stamp, which is in the Joy to the World stamp set. It's this one right here, which is currently in the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog, and that is on page 101. It's called Hearts Come Home. So it was from this stamp set, so you can still purchase that. And then I made this one. This is another piece of the DSP under here, and it's just on some Old Olive cardstock. And then a piece of Whisper White, and then here's the plaid once again from the, I believe that was from the back of the card, back of this DSP, yeah, and some ribbon. So there's that one. And then I used the cards and envelopes from the Delightfully Detailed Notes and Note Cards and Envelopes pack. And this is one of the cards that I made using the greenish color, the mint color, watercolor card. And then this was using the Twinkle Twinkle cardstock under here, or DSP under here. And then this is just one of the little cluster embellishments that I had made. And I can still stamp something over here if I want, or put a few little more embellishments, but this is just the base for the card so far. And then here's the other one. Here's the envelope, and then here's the card, and then the watercolored base here. And then this is using the smaller print out of the Animal, what was it called? Animal Expedition. Yeah, Animal Expedition. It was the smaller print out of there. And I just made a little stripe across with using that. So those are the cards that I've made so far. And now we're going to move on to making a card using the DSP. Okay, and this is the card that we're going to make today. Now, I can't take credit for this. I actually got this design and the measurements and everything from Julie DiMatteo. I think I pronounced that right, from over at thepaperpixie.com, and I have her link listed below, so go check her out. She's always got some really cute ideas, cards, different little boxes, and just cute stuff. I mean, I love her site, so go check her out. And this is where I got this idea, so we're going to make this one today, and it's really fun. See, it folds flat. It fits into an A2 size envelope. It's 5.5 by 4 1/4, so perfect. It lays flat, goes into an envelope perfectly. So, but this is the card that we're going to make today. So I'm going to set that right over here. And now let's get out paper here. Okay, so to start off with, we are going to start with a piece of cardstock. This card can also be used for pretty much any kind of card that you want to make. It doesn't just have to be Christmas. You can make it anything that you want. So I'm not going to tell you, what colors or whatever to use, but a basic card base, 5.5 by 4.25. Okay, that's what you're going to need first. Okay, and so this is going to be our card base here. And what we're going to do with this card base first is we are going to score. So we need our scoring board here. And on this long side, so on the 4 1/4 side, we are going to score it first, okay? This one we're going to score at 2 1/8 inches, right down the middle, okay? So 2 1/8. And then we're going to turn it over to the side, just like that, okay? And then on this side, we're going to score it at 2 3/4. And we're only going to score to that middle line that we just made, okay? So we have our center line right here that we made at 2 1/8. And then at 2 3/4, we're going to score all the way down to that line, okay? Don't go past that line. Then we're going to take our paper and totally turn it all the way around, okay? And then on this side, we're going to score it at 1 inch, only down to that center line again, okay? Only to that center line. And then over here, we're going to go down at 4.5 inches to that center line, okay? So it should look like this. And I hope you can see those lines. Here is my sample right here, okay? So this is the 2 1/8 line, the center line. Then this was the 2 3/4 inch line, the first one that we did right here. And then we turned it all the way around, and then here's our 1 inch line here and our 4.5 inch line here, okay? So that's our lines. Now what we're going to do is we're only going to cut the 1 inch line here and the 4 inch line here. Then we're going to turn it around and we're going to cut this side right here, the 2 3/4 inch, okay? And we're only going to cut these lines up to that center line. That's it. That's all that we're going to cut, okay? And we'll move this scoreboard out of the way. So we won't need that anymore. So we're going to cut those up the center, just like this. And then turn it over. And okay, so you should have a paper looking like this, okay? So then what we're going to do is we're going to take this side over here on your left side, and we're going to fold that one forward, okay? So it looks just like this, okay? Fold it forward. Then the one on the right-hand side, we're going to take that and fold it towards us, just like this, okay? So it should look like this. All right, can you see that? So it should look like this when you get it all folded up, all right, on both sides. Then we're going to take our bone folder and we're going to burnish those. Turn it over and do the same thing on this side and do it on that side. Okay, so then when we stand it back up, it'll look just like that. Okay, you got that? So it'll look just like this. There, that's what it should look like. All right. Now we need to get a piece of DSP that looks like this. And we're going to cut this DSP down to 4 inches this way. So 4 inches this way and 3 1/4 this way. Okay. So 3 1/4 this way and then 4 inches long ways. Okay. That's our DSP. Then what we're going to do with this DSP is on the long side. So on this side like this, on the 3 1/4 side, we are going to put it into our cutting board. Okay, let's move this to the side for a second. And what we're going to do is we're going to put this side, okay, up to the 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so this should only be 3/4 of an inch right here. And then we're going to cut up from the end up to 1 7/8. Okay. And then we're going to flip it around and we're going to do the same thing over here. So at 3/4, this should only be at 3/4. Put this edge on your 3/4 mark and then cut up to your 1 7/8. So that's what we're going to start with. Okay. So let me see if we can. So what I'm doing is put it at our 3/4 mark right here. And then I'm going to cut up. Ooh, I'm so sorry. I just knocked over my block here. Get this out of the way. Okay. And I hope you can see that. Okay, there you go. All right, so we're going to put this on 3/4 mark right here. Okay. And then we're going to put our, this is a very well used cutter. So then we're going to only cut up to 1 7/8. So right up to that mark right there. Okay, so 1 7/8. Okay, that's how far we've cut up. So it should be like this, okay? Then we are going to turn from this side and we're going to completely turn it around to this side. Once again, put it at 3/4. Oh, crudly. Oh, I cut that wrong. Okay. No, I did that right. And then we're going to cut up to 1 7/8 right there. Once again, 1 7/8. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, I did that one. Okay, so it should look like this. Okay. Then we're going to take it over to the side, right here on this side. Okay, and we're going to put this edge right here up to the 1 7/8. Okay, so we're turning our paper this way. Okay, and then we're going to go 1 7/8 right there. Okay, then we're going to put our blade right here at 3/4 right there. Okay, and then we're going to cut up to the 2 1/2 mark. All right, so we're only going to go up to the 2 1/2 mark. There we go, right there. All right, so then we take that out and it should look like this. Then we're going to turn it around again and we're going to put this back in at 1 7/8 again. And then we're going to bring this down to the 3/4 mark again. All right, from 3/4 all the way up to 2 1/2. All right, let's go to 2 1/2. And there we go. All right, so it should look like this. So the only piece that you're going to have as your scrap is this little piece in the middle. And so what we're going to do is just snip into there. and then snip this little piece right here. Okay, so this is your only waist. This is all you have for waist, okay? So here's your two pieces. They should look just like this, all right? And those are, so this is your sample here. This is what we just did, and then this is the little piece that we threw away. Okay, so these will go just like this on either side of our card, okay? Get out my glue here. And we will glue these down so you can see what these will look like. Here's one side. And then here's the other side. Okay, then we need to put our little pieces on the front here. So you're going to need another piece of cardstock. It's going to be 3 3/8 this way, and then 2 inches this way. Okay, so 3 3/8 by 2 inches. And then for your sentiment part, you'll need a piece of 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 by 1 7/8. Okay, and I just used Whisper White. And for my cardstock base underneath, I used the Old Olive. So this is 3 3/8 by 2 inches, and then this is 3 1/4 by 1 7/8. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to stamp on this one. Okay. And I use the Joy to the World stamp set, which is also still in the new catalog, the annual catalog. And I used this sentiment right here, wishing you a beautiful season and a new year of peace and happiness. This is the stamp set that I used. So we'll put that down. And then I just used my Memento. And I stamped that right in the middle. Perfect. I will set that to the side. And then if you wanted to embellish the sides, you can decorate it. And let me get, I used the little pine things here. So let me get that stamp real quick. Grab my block. And then I just used the Old Olive ink. And we'll just put some right there. Right there. Maybe do another one right there. And then it kind of adds dimension when you do the double stamping with it lighter. Okay, there's that. We'll set that aside as well. And then we will go ahead and mount this on top of our Old Olive. And then we will put both of these pieces. I love this Tombow glue because you can always reposition, move it around. You have a few seconds before it actually sticks down really good. Okay, and then we are going to stick this down right on the front of our little card here. And there we go. And there's our card. Now, on this card, there's this little piece. If you wanted to put this piece on here, you can. And the dimensions for that one are, you cut a, okay, let's see. This one is, here it is. Okay, I've got it. Okay, it is 5.5 long by 1 inch wide. And then the DSP is 5 1/4. 5 1/4 by 3/4 right here. Okay, and then you can just set this on here like that, and then put it across here if you wanted to. Oh, I cut that in green. I was meant to do it in red, but I'm not going to because I'll show you why. This one, it folds flat like this, which is fine, and it looks really cute just like this, and then when you pull it out, they see the whole card like that. But if you don't put it on there, then it goes in your envelope just like that. And so it folds completely flat. And on this side, you can actually, even if you wanted to put another piece of the Whisper White right down here, you could put it right there and then write your to and from, your little greeting on there. Or you could even write it on the back over here. So you have a couple of different options. And or you could attach like a little picture, family picture or something on there on the back, and then put your sentiment over here. So as soon as they pull it out, they see your sentiment and the card. And then when they stand it up, it looks just like this. But let's go ahead and put a little bow on there. I wanted to decorate that up a little bit. Oops. Get that even. And you could either wrap it around here and put the bow on, since I put this one on the little stand thing. But what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a bow, my own bow, like this. Make it just a tad bit small. You can make it any size that you want. I just don't want mine too big today. I'm going to make it too big. There. And I think I'm going to just set it right there. So, I'll put my other scissors here. Cut that down just a hair more. There. That's perfect right there. And then we will use glue dots on the back of that little bow. Let's make that a little flatter. There we go. And how I like to do this is I stick the bow directly on the glue dot and hold it down for a few seconds. It actually helps the glue dot come off the paper a little bit easier. There we go. And then we lift it up and then just make sure that it's not coming up over the top. And then always to make sure that it's going to stay down really good, I put a little dot of glue on there as well. Just a little dot like that. Okay, so just to make sure that it stays and it's not going to come off. And there we go. Now, isn't that cute? Just real simple. You could put some little rhinestones on there, or put a little charm if you wanted to. But then when it folds up, it just goes in just like that. And it's still not going to, the little bow's not going to interfere with anything. Okay, so there's your little card. It's simple. So you've got either option. This is the original idea right here. This is the one that I got off of Paper Pixie, but I like this one as well. It's easier, it lays a little bit flatter, even though this one lays really flat too. So you can do either way. This would be really cute too if you did it like with a birthday card and had some little birthday candles or something on this little piece here. That would look really cute. So either one of these, but please go check out thepaperpixie.com and watch some of her videos. She's got some really cute ideas. I'm sure you can get something out of any one of her videos. They're really cute. And I hope that you all have a great day. I hope this inspired you to go out and try something new. And even though I've used some of my old kits or old stamp sets, you can use those. Use up what you've got, and be sure to get in on this paper sale that Stampin' Up! Is having right now, because it's an awesome. You get a whole free pack of paper, so you can't beat that. Anyways, I hope that you all have a great day, and make sure you go and check out my shop and the Paper Pixie, and that's it. Thanks for tuning in today. I appreciate all of you being here, and I hope to do some more videos in the near future. And that's all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.